like splash me, rapping the biggest night news on the radio. About to hit another high, everything you wanna know. With the swoop, make it fast. To facts tag, gotta make this moment last. We bringing go, half strip like in the candy with style. It's about to get wild. Let the Raiders roll. Yeah, let the truth unfold. Las Vegas in our veins, like a story told. People went through the speakers, shaking up your soul. Yeah, we're Lunatik Raider. Always on the run. From the strip like some insights, navigate the night. Truth in every state, painted pictures so right. Woo! With a brand new secret. Yo, no, the spirit is so star. Pull your organ that you can't ignore. The heart of Vegas need. The words you can't ignore. Let the Raiders roll. Yeah, let the truth unfold. Las Vegas in our veins, like a story told. Yeah, people went through the speakers, shaking up your soul. The Lunatik Raider Show, always on the road. Skylights in the desert, feel the rhythm of the beat. We're setting in the stage, making history in the heat. Voices rise and fall in a city that never sleeps. Yeah, the Raider Show keeps spinning, the secrets Vegas keeps. Let the Raiders roll, let the truth unfold. Las Vegas in our veins, like a story told. Yeah, keep moving through the speakers, shaking up your soul. Yeah, the Lunatik Raider Show, always on the road. The city like splash me, rapping the biggest night news on the radio. About to hit another high, everything you wanna know. With the swoop, make it fast. To facts tag, gotta make this moment last. We bringing go, half strip like in the candy with style. It's about to get wild. Let the Raiders roll. Yeah, let the truth unfold. Las Vegas in our veins, like a story told. People went through the speakers, shaking up your soul. Yeah, we're Lunatik Raider. Always on the run. From the strip like some insights, navigate the night. Truth in every state, painted pictures so right. Woo! With a brand new secret. Yo, no, the spirit is so star. Pull your organ that you can't ignore. The heart of Vegas need. The words you can't ignore. Let the Raiders roll. Yeah, let the truth unfold. Las Vegas in our veins, like a story told. Yeah, people went through the speakers, shaking up your soul. The Lunatik Raider Show, always on the road. Skylights in the desert, feel the rhythm of the beat. We're setting in the stage, making history in the heat. Voices rise and fall in a city that never sleeps. Yeah, the Raider Show keeps spinning, the secrets Vegas keeps. Let the Raiders roll, let the truth unfold. Las Vegas in our veins, like a story told. Yeah, keep moving through.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Welcome.
They're here.
Rise, my nation. Gather around and prepare. Our pride will be restored. Our shadow will fall with wicked damnation. Rise, my nation. Rise. This is your nation. This is our nation. This is the Raider Nation. Can you dig it?
What it is, Raider Nation, man. Top of the Monday, afternoon, morning, all that good shit. You know what today is. It's the beginning of legal tampering in the NFL. And the Raiders got a few players in their crosshairs. We gonna get into it, man. Shout out to the world's most dangerous chat. Man, thank y'all for pulling up. Shout out to everybody on Instagram, Twitch, and Twitter is fucking up, so there's no Twitter right now. So we here on Facebook, Twitch, and Instagram, man. Thank y'all for pulling up, man. We got more people coming up as we speak. I'm gonna give it a little minute. We're gonna talk about the things that the Raiders have already done, as far as signing their own, as well as rumors of players that the Raiders might be and should be interested in as well in free agency. It's going down, so you won't get actual signings of contracts today, but you will get verbal agreements, which the good thing is you got that window, 2-day window between now and Wednesday to go ahead and talk to the agents of the players and whatnot and discuss monetary exchange for services. Sounds like prostitution, huh? Monetary exchange for services. And they can verbal agree, but they can't sign, which it kind of leaves it open, because sometimes what if a player gets cold feet? It happens a few times, not a whole lot, but every now and then you get players like, no, you know what? I'm not going there. We'll go over here. You know what I mean? But it's very rare that it happens. Usually when players say, I'm signing, they end up signing. So we're going to just wait and see what the Raiders do today. Hopefully they go after a couple of guys that's targeted. Chris Godwin, possibility. How does that sound? Jordan Whitehead, possibility. Byron Murphy Jr. There's some out there that we got rumors are floating that we got our eyes on, but let's see if it's legit or not. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Thank y'all for pulling up, man. We got John Leon in the building, man. What it is. Salute to you, Billy Davis. Salute to you, man. Top of the morning. Hope all is well. My guy, Raider Ben in the building, man. What it do? Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. SoCal in the building. What is the deal, man? Salute to you. As you can see, I got things going on right here to be on top of the news. I'm listening as far who's going to the Bucks. All right, I'm listening and talking at the same time. I'm gonna stay on top of it for y'all. For real, for real. Y'all done came to the right channel, man, at the right time. Who else we got up in here? B. Al in the building, man. Salute to you, my brother. Hope all is well. Raider Syndicate in the building, man. What it is, man. Salute. Let me see. Yes, and Najee Harris, man. I looked into dude and I'm like, why people don't like Najee Harris? In his 4-year career so far, he's never rushed for less than 1,000 yards. He's averaging, this past season, he averages 4 yards per carry. He's a young dude, and he's never been hurt. He never missed a game. He played 17 of 17 games all 4 years. So usually when you look at free agents, you want somebody youthful, durable, and productive. And that's him. I think he's what, 27, 26 somewhere. Hold on, let me see exactly how old Najee Harris is. Najee Harris, Wikipedia. Yeah, he's 27. So I'm like, why would you not want Najee Harris as a free agent running back? The price tag is another thing. What does he come with? What is he asking for? You know what I mean? But production is there. Like I said, every year at least 1,000 yards rushing. Never been hurt. 27 years of age, very, very productive. For his career, he averages 3.9 yards per carry. So I'm not under, and in the passing game, he's efficient at that. Matter of fact, His passing game, I think he had over. Let me see, NFL stats. Receiving, yeah, he had 283 yards receiving this past season. So he gives you out of the backfield receiving, you know what I mean, and he gives you rushing production. Now, there might be other tidbits in this game as far as how is he at blocking, you know what I mean. But all three things that you want to check off on a free agent. I don't want no. Well, you can get an old dude if you need him right now. Offensive lineman in their 30s is not, you know what I mean. But it depends on what direction that franchise is going. Are they going in a youth movement, or are they one experience? Like right now, experience. You know what I mean. So offensive lineman, I understand. But at 27 years old, he's youthful, very youthful. 27, over 1,000 yards every season, rushing production, and then 17 to 17 games, never miss one, durable. What else do you need? What else do you need? So I'm definitely, Najee Harris would be on my radar. Godwin is another one, wide receiver, 29 years of age. Of course, the connection, Spy Tech from the Bucks. Another one you mentioned was a Byron Murphy Jr. cornerback from Minnesota, has 14 career interceptions. See, that's one of our things in the secondary is takeaways. We like one of the worst teams when it comes to takeaways. But you go after a Byron Murphy Jr. who has, like in his first stint or his stint period career in the NFL, 14 interceptions. How much Morrig has? How much Jack Jones has? 14. And see, here's another guy that we haven't looked at. If we let Morrig walk, and we know we need some bodies in the safety room for the fact that I don't know if you bring Epps back, but if Moore walks because his price tag is too high, then there's a name to look at, Jordan Whitehead, also of the Bucks. 27 years of age, has 11 career interceptions. We need ball hawks. If we're going to get pressure up front by just our front four alone, we're going to need a secondary that can take the ball away. If we're not going to get a sack, at least have an attempt on the interception. I like Jacorian Bennett. I like if we get Murphy to pair him up with him. Hey, bruh. If you get Jordan Whitehead, but bruh, these guys are in their 20s still. You know what I mean? And very productive. So there's names out there that we could be interested in. We'll see exactly which way this shit goes. Let me turn this back on so I can listen to what is happening real time. Give me 1 minute, y'all. Give me 1 minute. So we listening. Who's going back to the Bucks? Chris Godwin is going back to the Bucks. He's not, off the list of the Raiders. See, I told y'all we live and direct. How much? Chris Godwin's getting $22 million a year from the Bucks. So Godwin is off that list now. Shout out to everybody out there, man. Raider Pete in the building. Yeah, he dislocated his ankle. I think he only played a few games too, but he's going back to Tampa Bay. Once again, Chris Godwin is re-signing back with the Buccaneers. So yeah, Godwin's not even an option no more. He's going back to Tampa Bay. Like I said, I'm live and direct, bro. I'm listening to it as we speak. As soon as I hear it, I'll let y'all know. That's why this is the channel to be. You feel me? And hey, beer for everybody for breakfast. Beer battered chicken, a beer battered chicken with your waffles. Let's go. Lord Rachita is what it is, man. Salute to you. Yeah, Lockett might be the one. If we didn't get Godwin and DK wasn't even an option, which tells me when the Raiders didn't go after Metcalf, knowing he wasn't gonna give up a first, and it showed us that he wasn't gonna give up a second. Because if we were offering a second, I think Seattle would have took our deal over Pittsburgh because our second is higher than Pittsburgh's. Common sense. but I don't think those are off the. That's no discussion, which is good. It's about time when it comes to getting rid of our assets in a deep draft. We're not moving. You feel me? I like the fact that we didn't move on from her, even though Metcalf is, but I'd rather have our own. Why not get our McMillan, Savion Williams, Golden, or whoever else that's out there that we feel can come fit our system? You know what I mean? I don't want to. Let's get youth and get them under contract for at least 4 years, and not give them big money. See, now we can take that money and put it elsewhere. That's another thing you got to look at when you, like what my boy Twan say, cheap labor. If your draft picks hit, that keeps your salary cap low, and that allows you to put that money elsewhere. Because we need guards. The running game, I'm not worried about. We'll address that in the draft. There's a lot of shit. We're good, y'all. We good. So let's go ahead and revisit. Oh, shout out to the world's most dangerous chat, man. That's all, y'all. If more of y'all come in here, I got y'all. Hold on, let me see. I got all these notes and shit around me. Shout out to Larry, man. Appreciate you, Najee. And grab 1-2 punch. There's a, you know what, with the running back situation, like I not like Najee for the veteran free agent angle, and he's young, like I said, but the draft is so deep, bro. There's so many good running backs in this draft. It's almost like you can't go wrong for a two running back tandem. Your second back in the draft, you can't go wrong. Maybe you grab two. You know what I mean? Who knows? But it's so deep, bro. I have not seen a running back class this deep in a long time. Let me see what else is there. Raider Knight in the building. Top of the morning to you as well, my brother. OG Raider, hey, shout out to you. Hampton is solid, but that's not the end all be all. And McMillan, same thing. You know what I mean? Here, see, this is my theory, y'all. If we're not going quarterback, say we're not going Sanders, right? We're not trading up. I heard that we're looking to trade up for Cam Ward. That's a trip. Cam Ward. If Raiders move up to get Cam Ward, that's crazy. But if both of those quarterbacks are gone or not even on our list at 6, and you come there at 6 and say, for instance, you got Graham there, you got Genty there, McMillan there, you know, you got choices. Why not trade back a few spots? Now, I'm not saying go all the way back into the teens. I say trade back about no more than 4 or 5 spots, get additional draft picks, and also still get one of those guys that were available at 6, because one of them is going to be there. If you go back to, say, 10, 11, I looked at the Saints at 9. Who do Saints want? You know what I mean? And I'm not worried about, like, McMillan is solid, but there's some wide receivers, like, in the shallow part of the draft. Like, if you want a comparison, not on the same level, but gives you the same physicality and athleticism, Savion Williams from TCU. He's 6'5", 224, and ran a 4.4 840. Now McMillan, what he's 6'4", 214, with a 4.5 40. So I mean, they're similar. Big body receivers, good in the red zone. I think a nice compliment to what Jacoby Myers bring, as well as what Brock Bowers gives you as well. But Savion Williams is also known like a Bowers type, where you could move him all over the field. You could put him everywhere. Just like how they use Bowers, you could use Savion Williams the same exact way as a wide receiver. Got the speed, got the height, got the size. You know what I mean? They're going to put a small corner on him. They're getting beat. They're not going to put a linebacker on him because he's going to burn them at a 4.4 840. So it's damned if you do, damned if you don't in a wide receiver body. You know what I mean? You put him and Brock Bowers out there on the field in the red zone, 50-50 balls all day long. And you know Geno likes to go deep, so you got a ability of having Savion leave whoever's on him, probably be a little corner, probably could keep up with him, got the speed to keep up, but ain't got the size to you know what I mean, deal with it. He can box him out and all that shit. Willie Wayne in the building, man. Salute to you. Let me see. For Higgins, Savion, a bona fide pass catcher, and route runner. Hold on, I'm trying to see. Stephon Diggs is another name out there in free agency. You know what I mean? I'm trying to stay on top of this shit. Hold on, yo. I'm trying to get all the updates. Yeah, and I don't know how much money Diggs is asking for. And right now, those wide receiver salaries, yeah, they're going to be 20 plus, easy, 20 plus. I'll be listening to what's going on right now live. Okay, so far, the moves that the Raiders make, I'm solid with, man. They're taking care of their own. Yesterday, in case you guys don't know, defensive tackle Adam Butler has been signed to a 3-year, $16.5 million contract with $11 million guaranteed. We already know Max Crosby was the first shoe to drop at 3 years, $106.5 million with $91.5 million guaranteed. And then Geno Smith, we traded for Geno Smith from the Seattle Seahawks for a 3rd-round pick, which was the Jets' 3rd-round picks. From what I'm hearing right now, Geno's $31 million cap hit is hitting us now, but when Wednesday gets here in the draft and final, we don't have nothing to do with that $31 million. So it's not on our cap. It's not on our books. So that $31 million, we just wait till Monday from Wednesday. From what I looked up and seen, that 31 comes off, so it'll be added. So if you go to over the cap, it'll show you we're at about 50. Is it 50 something or 40 something million? So once Wednesday come, that cap hit of 31 will go back to our salary and bring it back to around $75 million. So we still got paper. You know what I mean? We still got paper. But I don't think they're going to jump. You know, a lot of these players out there, see, everybody think, oh, the Raiders need to go get this. But you got to understand, there's other teams involved in the negotiations as well. So they might offer something that we're not willing to, no, we're not giving them that much. So when we miss out on it, it ain't because we didn't try, it's because you got to have a boundary of what you're not going to pass. What the Bears do? Oh, that's not nothing to do with us. The Bears signed a center, Drew Dahlman. So yeah, I'm just waiting to see what goes on. So that's the moves the Raiders made so far. We already talked about the players that we could be interested in. Let me scratch Chris Godwin off now because he's returning back to the Bucks. So Chris Godwin is off the list. Now let's see what happens with Byron Murphy Jr. As well as who else? Oh, I was looking at Tevin Jenkins too, the guard from the Bears itself. But they might end up, I don't know, do they keep him? 27 years old, 6'6", 321-pound guard. We need guards. Who else did I put out there that I was interested in? I told you Jaden Whitehead, safety Bucks, 27 years of age, 5'10", 198. He has 11 career interceptions. Byron, cool. Byron Murphy Jr., 27. I'm noticing 27 is the key number I'm seeing. Najee Harris, 27. Byron Murphy Jr., 27. Jordan Whitehead, 27. Tevin Jenkins, 27. So they're going with guys that's got some veteranship underneath their belt, but not too long in the tooth. I like that. Got that medium. All right, I'm listening. Okay, I'm not hearing anything else jumping off. Shout out to the chat, man. Like I say, without you, there's no me. And without us, there's no nation. There's only one nation. What that say? Raider Nation, baby. Let's go. I gotta go tell my girl she can come tamper with me while I'm on live. I'm like, babe, you could tamper with me now, but you just can't. You can't have it until Wednesday. All right. So we got everything situated. And doing more research, looking at the Geno Smith trade. Some people are not happy with it, but it made once I broke this down and looked at it, me and Dirty did this weekend. But the thing that makes sense, we know for a fact that the Raiders went after Matt Stafford, right? Matt Stafford was the number 8 ranked quarterback last year. So we missed out on him. So who's the second target? Because everybody else that's on the list in the top 10 already are with teams and they're not available. So you figure Matt Stafford we went after, ranked number 8, not available. He went back to the Rams. So we put and Geno Smith was never made available until I think like at the last minute. We called him up and, hey, you interested in Geno Smith? You know what I mean? And Geno Smith was the 12th ranked quarterback, last season. Now, all the quarterbacks that we were tied to that people thought we should have gotten, Geno Smith is ranked above all of them. Geno Smith is ranked 12th. Behind Geno Smith is Sam Darnold at 13. Aaron Rodgers at 22. Russell Wilson at 23. Derek Carr, 24. Yes, some people was hollering we should bring Derek Carr back. The 24th ranked quarterback in the league last year. Kirk Cousins, 25. Since they're going with Michael Penix in Atlanta, he could be available. Justin Fields, 27th with Pittsburgh. AOC, our own, 29th in the league is what his ranking is. And Gardner Minshew is 36. So every quarterback that everybody was like, oh, Geno sucks. Geno was better than all of them. He wasn't better than Matt Stafford, but then again, Matt Stafford was our number 1 choice. We tried to get him, but he wanted to keep his family in LA, didn't want to move away and get a house shop and all that good shit. So we missed out on him. But the next guy in line that wasn't available at the time, but became available, Geno Smith. A lot of people look at his interceptions. He has 15 on the season. But going back doing researches, some of those interceptions were because of a Hail Mary attempt, a tip pass, and Geno Smith and DK not on the same page running the wrong route. Interceptions. You know what I mean? And plus, I think with our offense, he's not going to have to do it. Now, my main concern with him is the fumbles. Just like Derek Carr had fumbles. Why? It became a hand size issue. A hand size issue. Because Derek Carr was only 9 inches and a quarter, and you figure that was the big knock on him coming out of Fresno State was his hand size. And we've seen a lot of strip sacks came from that. Geno Smith is 9 and an eighth is the size of his hand. So he too, his hand's not that big, you know what I mean, to secure the ball like big-handed quarterbacks. You know what I mean? So our thing with that is what you do is get rid of the ball. That's how you neutralize your defensive end pressure. You get rid of the ball quick. That's the kind of offense we're going to be running under Chip Kelly anyway. We're going to run most of the time anyway. So those are times that he can't fumble is when the ball's he can fumble during the handoff, but you know what I mean? But I think we can negate everything negative that we're thinking of this dude just by the offensive scheme itself. So let's see what's happening. Who's next? Okay, wide receiver Braxton Berrios is signing with the Houston Texans. 1 year, $2 million. You getting a $2 million deal as a wide receiver. We know you ain't 1, 2 or slot. you probably tossing balls back and forth with the wide receivers to keep the real ones warmed up. Oh, we gonna be here for a while today, y'all. I'm not going nowhere. We covering this shit. Okay, let me get to the chat. Raider Rundown in the building. Raider Night, salute. Raider Rundown. What it is, man? Salute to you. I know you be thinking I be ignoring you, bro. I don't be ignoring you. You know what I mean? I felt kind of bad when I seen you get at me on Instagram in my messages, and I don't like Instagram really. I don't be focusing on the messages. I be like reading the updates and shit. And when I went in there at the time and I seen it was like a week or two after you done sent it about wanting to hook up and do a show one time, I was like, oh my bad. And I know that sound like a typical thing somebody say, oh my bad. But bro, I swear I didn't read it dude, on my unborn kids in my scrotum. I promise. I didn't do it on purpose. It was an accident. Light-skinned people fuck up too. Shit. So I'm keeping tabs on listening in my ear, y'all, live. So anything jump off, I'm right at y'all with the info. What y'all any other players that we didn't mention that you guys are interested in the Raiders targeting in free agency? Outside of Byron Murphy Jr., Chris Godwin is off the list. What I name you? Jordan Whitehead, safety of Buccaneers, which that Spy Tech connection. I'm listening. When I stop talking, I'll be listening to what they saying on here. Okay. Tevin Jenkins at guard. You know, young big dude at guard. That's another thing you can go do. I don't know what the asking price will be. Najee Harris is another name we mentioned. Some people are against Najee Harris. Some people, I don't think it matters. I'm gonna keep it a buck. As deep as this draft is with running backs, I mean, I would not mind to have, if they do decide to sign Najee Harris, it ain't like, oh, he sucks. You know what I mean? He ain't productive. He hella old. No, it ain't none of that. But the draft is so deep at running back, there's no need to really pour your finances into a running back like that when we can keep the payroll cheap. Not let me see. I don't like saying cheap. Keeping the payroll to a minimum and still get the equal services out of some rookie backs. There's so many damn running backs in this draft, bruh. It's ridiculous. And for us to be a team that need running backs, bruh, hey, thank you, God. You know what I mean? Prayers answered. You can fall. You can close your eyes and pin the tail on the donkey and pick a running back that's gonna come in here and do his thing. That's how deep it is. I keep hearing Ashton Genty. That's not a, you know what I mean? At 6, that's why I always say if all these guys are there at 6, say there's a collective of guys that you might think are equal at their positions. Not equal to each other. They're going to have different value, but at their positions. We know Genty is the number one. Some say he's the number one running back. McMillan, number one wide receiver. You know what I mean? Graham, number one DT. You know what I mean? If all these guys are there at the same time, find somebody that might want a McMillan, or I don't care if we trade back and give up. If somebody want to move up for Genty, give us another second. Give us a third. There's so many running backs in this draft. We can use one of those accumulated draft picks from trading back to get the second running back or the first, depending on what the board looks like when it's our turn to choose. So I say trade back. I want higher assets. And you're only going to get higher assets by trading one of your higher picks, trading back. I don't want to go back all into the teens. I don't want to go that far. And if you want to go quarterback and Cam Ward and Shador Sanders ain't there, you got Jackson Dart later. You know what I mean? And one of them accumulated draft picks from trading back could be used to get them. See? And not only that, since you got another extra pick, that first round pick from that you trade back to can still be used on one of the guys that was there at 6. Whoever's there that we want. You know what I mean? There's a lot of things we got to address. The talent level is all, to me, equal as far as what will be there at 6. At their position, I think they're all equal at their positions compared to each other. You know what I mean? So that's the route I would go. I want extra higher picks. You know, if you jumping up from like 13, 14 to 6, oh yeah, you better unask one of them second round picks, bruh. You better unask one of them. Throw in a fourth with that shit. Give us a fourth and a second, and then we'll swap first rounders. We good. That's 2 seconds and 2 fours. Since we gave away one of our thirds for Gino, bruh, we go in the draft, we'll be in the teens, not deep in the teens, like I said, early teens. So running back Elijah Mitchell from the 49ers is signing with Kansas City. Ain't nothing big. Ain't shit, yeah, you need to go get somebody, bruh, because we about to slap the shit out y'all next year. For real, for real. Raider Paul in the building.
From out of town. There you go. There you go.
Yes, sir, man. Shout out to all y'all. Mike G in the building. Salute to you, my brother. We're going to see how this shit unfold, bruh. So Kansas City signed a running back from the 49ers got a fire sale, bruh. Bruh. Hold on. Javon Kinlaw is going to the Commanders. Yeah, Twitter's fucking up. That's why I gotta listen to these motherfuckers live. So Javon Kinlaw, defensive tackle, is going to the Commanders from the 49ers. They agreed on a contract. Damn, the Niners is empty because they let who was the defensive tackle that the Niners got in free agency from Philadelphia? Hargrave, they let him go. So Kinlaw's getting a 3-year, $45 million deal from Commanders. All right. I'm staying up on point for y'all. I'm staying up on point. Shout out to everybody out there, man. We on point. Shout out to everybody watching, man. If this is your first time here, please subscribe to the channel. Hit that like. We on our way to 3,000. Once we hit 3,000 subs, man, we are giving away a TV to one lucky subscriber, man. I appreciate y'all. Yes, free TV. The old school black and white with the antennas. So if you're a smoker, you can break one of the antennas off and make you a pipe. I'll be throwing out some way out shit. Oh, man. Yep, Khalil Mack went back to the Chargers. Yes, he did. So that's not even. I forgot to mention that one. Yeah, he's not even an option. Right on, Larry. Larry hitting you with the info, y'all. We got y'all covered from all angles. Admin said the bunny ears for real. Remember the old antennas that had 3 sections that pull out? I should go get me some greenery right now. Byron Murphy Jr. is somebody that they rumored that we were interested in. I haven't heard anything about him signing anywhere. But that is somebody that they said we were targeting. He said 10-inch TV. 3K. No, it's more like 0.5K. Where you got the UHF and the VHF dial. See, a lot of people the youngsters don't remember that shit, the little dial. You get the UFH or UHF channels and the VHF channels. Motherfuckers watching Felix the Cat. Who the fuck is Felix the Cat? Watching what was the other cartoon they used to have? Speed Racer. Mike G be watching Speed Racer in his dun-dun-duns and eating a big old bowl of cereal. Yep, Devontae did a 2-year deal with the Rams. That solidifies the Rams offense though. Rams got offense. but we don't care. They NFC. Everything on Channel U. Ad man for real. Throwback. I'm reading all y'all shit. So it's a 3-year deal with the Buccaneers that Godwin signed. Yeah, they said he went back. I think he making what is it 20-something million a year? That's fine. That's fine. Like I said, it ain't like we can't like when the draft happened. Ain't like McMillan. He should be there at 6 if we really want him. I mean, we got so many options, bruh. It's ridiculous. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, gather around. We got a guest, the one and only Mr. Brown Crackers himself, Raider Twine in the building.
Hey, what's good, man? I might have a little background noise, but I definitely wanted to pull up and see what's cooking with everybody. Blessings to everybody this morning.
And we doing good. Some news is coming up. The Raiders ain't did anything yet. Godwin is going back to the Bucks. So that's off the list. We still waiting on and seeing if Byron Murphy makes a decision. I don't even know if we even offered him anything. They said we were interested, but it's a wait and see.
Yeah, it's definitely a wait and see. We've had too many GMs, so we really don't know how these
exactly.
You know what I'm saying? We coupon Tom, and I don't even know if Tom Telesco can spell tamper. You know what I'm saying?
You tell him to spell tamper, he spelled have a tamper.
Exactly. So you got one of those. You got one of those. So we are in the unknown. So something could pop off for us today, but it might be more popping our bubbles. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I know a lot of people was hopeful for Chris Godwin. A lot of people were hopeful for some of these guys that are already starting to lock up with other teams. So
yeah,
they'll just have to figure that out.
Exactly. There's, like I said, there's still some stuff out there that I heard that we were connected to as far as interest. You know what I mean? Like, even though Godwin is off the list, you still got Tyler Lockett out there. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, and the other thing about these guys too is, and I might ask you this, Lynn, since we having this conversation. Is there a specific position that you feel like we definitely need to attack it as a veteran
in free agency?
Yeah,
guard.
Okay.
I say guard because a veteran guard, you just plug them in there and play. You ain't got to develop them.
Yeah, and I've said it about our latest acquisition. If we believe that Kappa's going to be our starting guard, you might as well call that Cap.
That's Cap all day long. He got a good last name for that shit. He's a Kappa on that one.
Yeah. So
that's depth in competition from what I see.
And we'll see, because if when week one comes out there and Kappa's out there, then we should already kind of know how the season's gonna go.
Man, I don't think that's gonna be the
say
issue.
Like that, but it has to be said.
Yeah,
so
I don't
hopefully,
know.
Hopefully, like you said, hopefully they do dip again at guard.
Yeah.
To really figure that out. So
see, I look at it like even he possibly could get cut too when we do the cut downs. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I look at it like this: with a 53-man roster, we're trying to get our roster. We have to have 90 people going into camp. So we got to figure out where them 37 coming from.
Yeah, and we've done that before. There was a few players, a few times I remember we signed the guy and he didn't even make it out of camp.
Man,
and it wasn't because of health reasons.
He just didn't make the team.
Yeah.
And I know the way Pete Carroll's talking is all about competition. You're not promised nothing. And if you get out there and compete and you lose the competition, then hey, exit stage left. So that's what it is, man. I'm just waiting to see. Hold on, I'm getting the update. Robert Spillane is going to the Patriots, y'all. Damn.
Real talk.
Real talk.
Hey, you know what was crazy? That was kind of the next thing I was gonna say. I was like, maybe we worry about showing up our guys because I think Robert Spillane and America need their contract before we look at anybody else.
Yeah. And you got to remember, New England had the most money in free agency. Damn. Spillane is going to the Patriots, y'all. Going with Josh McDaniels. Ain't that a bitch?
Yeah, he likes McDaniels.
He must have got tight because the numbers ain't out yet on what he's getting offered. Damn.
You know, it really just boils down to they must have been trying to play ball with him, and he wasn't one of those guys you play ball with. You say, hey, what do you want? And I don't know where the cap. I haven't really did all the math yet.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I still got public school education, but if Max's money is coming out, if Gino's coming out,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Those are big tickets. So, and I'm not saying that Gino is the best quarterback in the world either, but the price that you're paying for him is going to be up. So, what do we have left in the cap, and was that even going to be enough to get Spillane?
Yeah. Damn. What is there? Oh, who's the linebacker from the Niners that's out there?
Was it Greenlaw or no?
Greenlaw, right?
It might be.
I haven't heard him going anywhere yet, so God dang. So yeah, Spillane is off to the Patriots. God dang it.
Crazy. I need to stop. Yeah, I need to stop talking. I just said that a couple of minutes ago. I was like, hey, it might be a situation where we're hopeful, but our bubble might get popped. Hey, I ain't gonna lie to you. Robert Spillane is a pop.
Man, that thinned out a linebacker room that's already thin.
Look, we ain't got no linebackers.
Man, Eichenberg. Hey,
he ain't ready.
Man,
I understand the Rooks. He ain't ready.
We the people salute to you.
Diablo, I think that should be the Dallin Levitt of the Raider Nation.
Man,
because Diablo ain't gonna Diablo and some little Reggie linebacker ain't gonna do it. I was hopeful, to be honest with you, before he re-signed. I was hopeful that we could get Spillane and bring over the dude from the Commanders.
Oh,
Wagner.
Okay.
That would have been.
Yeah, he went back too. I know.
Because especially since we run two, like you have your duo, and then hey Diablo, this is what we got left for you. You want to take it or leave it? We'll definitely play ball with you, and you could be one of our backups.
I tell you, in the draft though, the guy I like, Jihad Campbell from Alabama. I'm telling y'all, he can cover and all that shit. He's a nice size. I think he's 6'4", 235, 240 or some shit.
Yeah.
But that's the draft, man. God dang, man. Our fucking linebackers is fuck.
And to get Jihad Ward might be tough because Jihad Campbell, I'm sorry. I'm getting the names mixed up.
Yeah,
Too early in the morning. Um, but he could go into the first round, but
possibility.
he's definitely slotted to go early in the second round.
Man, that's it right there. That's why I be telling people you might want to consider trading back from 6 to get extra picks so you can get guys like this, as well as other positions of need. God dang it. Son of a bitch. That's what I was fearful of, was Spillane leaving. Because that was only that's like, God dang, man, our linebacker core is fucking wretched.
We don't have any linebackers.
Man.
You can't even give you being nice calling it wretched. We ain't got no linebackers.
Bruh, this shit is crazy. Well, Tommy freaking Eichenberg.
Hey, look, he gonna have to learn some way. He might have to sink or swim.
I tell you what, here's the options that's on the table right now. I don't know what all linebackers are in free agency, but the Raiders better turn their heads towards maybe you can get a trade from somebody.
I'm trying to think now what really pulled Spillane to go to the Patriots out of all teams.
It's gotta be money. It's gotta be money. It's gotta be money. Like I said, New England has the most under the cap, and we've been, our cap is taking hits from the moves we done made.
Because I don't think, and I might be wrong, but I don't think Patrick Graham's system is a Patriot system per se.
I don't think so either. I think it evolved into what he has now.
But hey, I will say this. Who's their head coach?
You said what?
Who's the Patriots head coach?
Oh, that's right. A former Patriot himself.
Linebacker.
There it is. There it is. I forgot all about that.
Because
Vrabel, yep. God dang it. But you know what? Like I said with the money thing, like you always said, New England is one of them teams that's a perfect example when it comes to cheap labor. They have rookie quarterback.
Yep.
And look what we're going to probably end up paying if we give him an extension with Geno. Come on now. They got the luxury of having a low salary because they don't have a $50-60 million quarterback. Bastards.
Hey, I'll be honest with you. I don't really trust Geno like that.
No, Garoppolo was already with the Rams, so he's staying there, huh? Hey, wait till I'm not wishing this on nobody, but if something happens to Matt Stafford, guess who's throwing those medicine balls to Devontae? Boy, you talk about irony. Your nephew talked to the Vikings and Raiders and the 49ers and some others too. Okay. So they called him in for the 30 visits? Yeah, we're talking linebackers, bro. There might be a trade out there for one. But can you really rely on a rookie linebacker? Middle linebacker at that? You're gonna green dot a rookie? That's why I say this is you better off trying to find a trade.
But I also don't want to do that either. Like,
yeah, but you gotta give up assets for him.
We already spent one of our picks on Geno. Like, what are we gonna do? Just give up all our picks and start spending hella money on some of these guys? Like,
man, and I don't even know all those.
Work for us. Like, it's look up if you do that for one. If you do that for one, one guy, and it's definitely the quarterback. I'm not a complete fan of Geno at quarterback for us, but he's a veteran quarterback. You know what I'm saying? He fits the bill. But outside of that, it's like, man, they need to try to keep as much capital as they have because what do we got left
Okay,
besides?
I'm about to run down these linebackers to y'all. That's free agents. Let me see what they saying. Okay, Dre Greenlaw is considered to rank the number one linebacker in free agency from the Niners, but he's not a middle linebacker. Then you got Zach Bond from Philadelphia, which I would not mind grabbing any defensive player from Philadelphia. Nick Bolton from Kansas City is a free agent. They had a solid defense. Bobby Wagner went back to Washington. Ernest Jones from Seattle. That could be one Ernest Jones. He's the 5th ranked. Jamin Sherwood from the Jets. Levante David, Tampa Bay Bucks. That's another name. That's a connection with SpyTech. And I forgot all about Levante David.
Levante David is a good look, but again, that would only be one linebacker.
I know.
I need my charging port for this because it's
Eric Kendricks from Dallas. Tyrell Dodson from the Miami Dolphins. So there's some linebackers out there. I haven't heard any of these names. We can go raid Pittsburgh again with London Roberts. Who else? Devin Bush from Cleveland. Kaiser White, Arizona Cardinals. So there's some out there. I'm not too familiar with a couple of those dudes. We'll see how this shit unfolds, bro. But you got to remember, Eichenberg. I understand Trotter, but this regime didn't draft Eichenberg. You know what I mean? We can't say what we should have did. That regime is gone. You know what I mean? We got SpyTech now. So I hope they can maneuver and wiggle and make something happen. But like I said, they got some linebackers out there.
I mean, and honestly, you don't want a fifth round linebacker starting for your team. You know what I'm saying? In his rookie year, he deserves to sit and, you know what I'm saying, learn from the guys. But right now, it might be a possibility that he's one of the linebackers because they said they were going to pick us up at like.
I think they might try to. I wonder if their plan is putting Eichenberg at middle linebacker. But what about around him? He can't be out there by himself. Shit. We'll see. Like I said, I'm just interested. I want to kick back and see how they move around. What's their targets?
This is exactly what I've been saying for about 3 seasons now. When it comes to the depth of this team, you know, it's cool that we, it was cool that we had.
I got the contract numbers on Spillane. It's a 3-year, $37 million deal.
Dang.
Yep, 3 years for $37 million. So that's what, 12, a little bit over $12 million a year. Was we willing to pay $12 million a year for Spillane?
That's 12 and some change.
Man, yeah. So were we willing to spend 12 on him?
I think that was actually the market, to be honest with you.
Was it? I thought it was around 10.
Well, then they threw a couple of more in.
Man, see, that's what I said. They got that luxury, like you said. Cheap labor. Cheap labor goes a long way.
It does, and people be getting on me because I talk about it all the time, but it's reality. That's where you actually can draft players and then have a whole lot of money So if you really, really want that piece, and I'm telling you, Robert Spillane gonna be that piece over there for them.
Raider Knight, we
You go
didn't give
ahead and
all our
you go
money
ahead and
away
sit there.
to Max Crosby and Geno Smith. Geno Smith's 31 million only counts now until Wednesday. Then that 31 goes back to our cap space. So we didn't give all our money to him. And what would you have done with Max Crosby? And Geno was the next best option after Matt Stafford. But like I said, that 31 million does not count to our cap once Wednesday gets here. The league year gets here, it does not count. Right now we got it is counted on our cap right now as far as on paper. But once Wednesday gets here, that 31 is gone. So right now we're at about 40 something million. It's going to jump right back up to 70 something. 75, I think it was that I counted it out. Also, Kuntz went to the Bills. I didn't see that. Oh, your prediction. Kuntz to the Bills? I don't know.
That is a possibility because the Bills, something happened with I think Von Miller's gone,
Oh, yeah?
so they're going to need a replacement for Von Miller.
But you did see the money they gave their quarterback, though.
Yeah,
They gave their, what was it, 300 and something million? 200 and something million guaranteed?
yeah. It looks as much as people talk about, oh, that's a whole lot of money. It looks a whole lot now, but it looks cheaper later on. That's what they ran into. That's what they ran into with Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes signed that big old contract, but then the cap went up. You know what I'm saying? The market went up for quarterbacks, so now his contract is starting to look real regular for the most part.
So
And especially
Hassan,
for him to be especially for being a top quarterback in the league.
what do you say? Hassan Reddick signed with the Buccaneers. Hey, thank you to the chat, man. Thank y'all for posting up all this info, man. We're covering all angles. The chat is included, man. Shout out to y'all. Y'all the real MVP next to Modelo and Corona. So Von Miller's still available? He's a free agent? Because he since he left, they motherfuckers were saying that it'd be crazy if he go back to Denver.
They were saying thank yous to Von Miller, so that could either
Oh,
that could either be him retiring, or he just decided to move on. So we'll see. I didn't get the full report on Von Miller, but they obviously, the Bills organization was already giving him his thank yous.
yeah. A lot of these teams is paying a lot of money. I think they're exceeding the value of some of these guys.
But that's also a part of the tampering period too.
Exactly.
Tampering period is the highest bidder, so that's why when I was talking about Coupon Tom, he didn't know about tampering, because
Hell no.
Coupon Tom's rule was we gonna wait until the last day of free agency and try to get whatever we can. And by that time, the salaries that are going to be asked for are definitely flexible. If
Yeah.
someone goes into free agency saying that I'm worth 12 million, they gonna stand on that today.
Mhm.
But when it gets closer to free agency being over, they might say, "Hey, I'll go ahead and take that 9."
Yep. One thing I'd be worried about in free agency the tampering window is that any of these players can have cold feet and decide not to go there because they never signed anything. It's just verbal agreements. And I didn't see that happen a couple of times.
it happens less than the more, but
Yeah.
yeah, almost every year there is one or two guys that you know they back out of it. So
Also, the Rams are looking at Morrig. ESPN. Shout out to y'all. Like I said, the chat, man, y'all the real MVPs, man. We hitting this. I'm hearing it in my ear. Y'all got information in the chat, man. We discussing it. Man, this is what I'm talking about, man. It's called geometry news. We're giving it to you from all angles.
I'm gonna say a little spicy comment. You know what I'm saying? But
Go ahead.
it's something to think about. If all these players is leaving, why did we bring back Patrick Graham? Because the benefits of the Patrick Graham system is that all those guys, at least 10 of the 11 starters, were, you know what I'm saying, they've been under the system for 2 or 3 years at least.
Yeah.
But if you know, Spillane's walking out the door, you know what I'm saying, and some of these other guys, if we're not able to retain, then, you know, you kind of think, like, do we really need to get Patrick Graham?
I think one part of that is the finances that's included with what these players can get elsewhere. And the other thing is, what we need to really pay attention to is, are they letting these guys walk on purpose? Is there a reason, you know what I mean? Or do they fit what they want? Like Morrig, we know Morrig doesn't get interceptions. We need turnovers. So now when I start looking at people they're talking about in the secondary, not just safety, but secondary with Byron Murphy, who has 14 interceptions in his career. How many Morrig has in his career? 4? The dude I mentioned, Jordan Whitehead, the safety from Tampa Bay, has 11. Morrig has 4. You know what I mean? I think it's that's the thing that we're looking at as turnovers. We need to turn the ball over. And what we were worse than in football, weren't we, when it came to the turnover differential? Shout out to Larry. Quarterback Saeed Paulson. He goes to the Giants from the Saints. Okay. Shout out to you, man. That's why I said, man, we got the lit live right now, y'all. Everybody partaking. That's why I said this is our channel. This is not just my channel. This is our shit. Y'all all putting y'all stamp on this shit, man, for real. That's right, J-Dog. That's why I'm saying, like, that's one knock on him is he don't get turnovers. It ain't saying he's garbage, but he's not. We need to turn that ball over, bro. If we're building a high-powered offense, which we're damn near look like we could under Chip Kelly, you know we expect to score a lot of points. But we gotta get the ball back. We can't let teams go toe-to-toe with us. You know what I mean? We gotta get turnovers. But we'll see. Like I said, it's only the beginning. Ain't no sense in getting it just started. There's still negotiations going on, and there's probably more than one team getting at the same player, and they're all like, well, this team, you know, the agent probably saying, well, such and such offered us this. Man.
Of our safety group, like, I don't know if that's the best thing. I'm not saying Isaiah Power-Miles not a good player, but you need more than that.
You bullshit. Hey, Raiders Syndicate, you bullshitting. Raiders didn't sign no Aaron Rodgers. You go on with that, bruh. Boy, you gonna make me mad as a motherfucker. Yeah, cap, man. That's a cap. That's a bottle cap. That's a cap gun. That's Alex Kappa. That's Colin Kaepernick. That's baseball caps. That's hub caps. What other caps we got?
Bottle caps.
Bottle caps. Come on, bro. That's cap. Don't say that shit. You almost made me upset for a minute. What the fuck we do that for? That's how I was getting. That was the next shit coming out my mouth. Okay, we gonna we posted up today, man. I'm gonna be here for some hours. You fuck around with me, I might do a 12-hour podcast because I wanna be on top of what's going on, and I wanna do it with y'all. Tony Sheffer, what the deal, man? Oh, there's got to be a plan, because the reason why I know there was a plan, when I heard that Tom Brady, Pete Carroll, Greg Olsen, Chip Kelly all had a big powwow meeting about quarterback position. That's how they end up going after and getting Geno. So I'm knowing that's not the only one in only position that they did that about. They had to have a whole bunch of talks. Probably called him Patrick Graham. What you need for us to run this type of defense? What do we need? I need linebackers that can cover. I see that happening, because that's exactly what Philadelphia did against Kansas City. They had linebackers, they dropped back into coverage, having all those passing lanes shut down, allowing Mahomes to have to hold the ball too long, and that front four getting to his ass. That's the blueprint. Jimmy G just ain't the 1-year contract. Yeah, well, he was already with the Rams. He was a free agent, though. He just re-signed with them. Him and Stetson Bennett are the backup quarterbacks on the Rams. Spillane, 3 years, $37 million, y'all. That, good Lord.
Yeah.
God
Must
dang.
be the money.
Must be $12.3 million per year.
Hey, to be honest with you, I'm happy for Russ. Get your money.
It makes perfect sense. Like you said, you brought up the fact of the coach being a former linebacker. They have the money. So, and he's going back with I guess him and McDaniels was cool.
And I think this was actually his first big contract. Because when we got him, I think he was on a real cheap contract coming from Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh did want to keep him, though, from what I heard. I'm surprised they didn't make a move on him to try to get him back. Maybe they did. You know what I mean? Like I said, we don't know what's going on in negotiations with the agent.
Yeah.
You say Grady Jarrett? Shit, I didn't even hear no rumors if they even focus on him.
Hey, ain't Grady Jarrett like 45?
Oh shit, they playing this shit in my ear. Damn. Grady Jarrett is 56. Now let me quit.
You talking about Grady from Sanford and Son?
From Sanford and Son. Let me see. Let me get the stats of he's 31. You know what? That is a name, but you know what? Okay. Here's the thing. What else is happening? Oh. I ain't heard nothing about Grady Jarrett. That would be interesting. That would be very interesting. Shit, career-wise, he got 36 and a half sacks career. .31's not a bad age at all. That is a good name out there, bro. That's a good one. I'm proud of you. Now let me quit. So that could be interesting too. It all depends. Becton is another name too.
Young lineman,
Damn.
people mover. I told you we need people movers.
Man, that's real talk. All right, Larry, we'll most likely be here, bro. Like I said, we covering this.
Cap was like 2 tall cans heavier than me.
Oh, I forgot Cooper Kupp is out there now too. I don't know what the Raiders is focused on. I mean, because the Raiders, it's kind of hard because I keep hearing veteran names at wide receiver, but they could rely on the draft.
If I was Cooper, I would want to go back to the Rams. You tell me Devontae is on one side and Puka is on the other. Like that's a tough trio there.
Man. Yeah, wide receiver, running back in the draft makes sense. Go wide receiver early. You can wait for running back because it's so deep.
Running backs are deep. Wide receivers are deep in the draft.
Look, let me ask you guys this. This will be very interesting if they pull this off, and they could. McMillan at 6, second round. If Hampton is there, you grab him. You don't need Genty. Yeah, the Rams loading up. That division is wide open now for them to take. I mean, the NFC West, Niners is dumpster fire. Everybody for sale. And we see that Seattle's the same way.
I was gonna say who else is in their division that we already know the Niners are pretty much on gonna try to stay faithful and lose these games this season. Then what the Rams? That's probably the only good team coming out of that division.
Yeah, because I don't know what
Rams possibly
Arizona.
I don't know. I don't trust Arizona, and I haven't trusted Arizona for the longest. They never got to the point where it's like, oh, they really doing their thing. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be the Rams and obviously whoever they decide at quarterback in Seattle. Because do they have any other quarterbacks in their room? I thought Geno was the only one they had.
Shit, I'm hearing that they're focusing on Sam Darnold. Seattle I think Sam Darnold might end. I don't know. I think he might end up back with Minnesota. I'm thinking Aaron Rodgers. Because now Aaron Rodgers can't say you got to bring Devontae with me. You know what I mean? It's you by yourself now, bro. So but what's that going to do for Seattle? You got Aaron Rodgers and no Metcalf, no Lockett.
Yeah, Vikings are in a tough situation. They have to decide if they're going to roll with Darnold or they actually want to let this rookie that they drafted high and give him a chance.
Man,
and that's great.
And see, the thing I see also, the reason why I said Arizona, because to me right now in that division, Arizona and the Rams are the only two that ain't having a yard sale. You know what I mean? Seattle and the Niners, and the Niners ain't done losing people. Ayuk is still out there for trade. You got Kinlaw. You got the other dude just left. They defensive tackle Hargrave is out there. And then I think they're having problems with getting Purdy a new deal because they trying to lowball him. Not that he's worth 50 or 60 mil. But that's what and they said, I read rumors that the Niners are gonna play hardball with him. I think the Niners are gonna blow that. They gotta blow it up, bro.
As they should play hardball with Purdy, because the one thing that he was not doing was throwing the ball and playing Purdy.
Also, Rodgers and the Steelers are close to getting the deal done. Asante Samuels Jr. is out there. Okay, I wouldn't mind him. I haven't heard any connections, but I mean, that makes sense. If he go to the Steelers, what, Pickens and Metcalf? Oh shit! Oh shit! So then which quarterback they gonna keep for backup? Fields or Wilson? Wilson ain't gonna be no backup, bro. Can Wilson go back to Seattle?
The question is Asante Samuel really that dude? Because if he's not, then I'd rather just try to take a shot in the draft at this point. Because we do have Jack Jones, we do have Bennett, and I'm fine with going with
Carlton Davis to the Patriots.
Who?
Carlton Davis, cornerback. So they're building up their defense. They got a defensive mind coach, so that's what they're doing. They're going defense. So that means with that draft pick that New England has, it's probably going to be Travis Hunter. They're going to go offense to give Drake May a weapon. Unless they decide to make, a corner. Travis Hunter a corner. Damn.
He getting 20 apiece.
Oh, yeah, I don't see no Greenlaw. What? Ha. Yeah, Fields. I don't think we go after Fields to back up Geno. If anything, he'll be a rookie. I would still go quarterback to back up Geno. You gotta remember, Geno 35.
Hell no.
Unless they give him a long-term deal. When I say long-term, I'm talking about more than 3.
Fields can stay on somebody else's field, not ours.
Keenan Allen is a possibility. Because remember, we brought Breedy over. That is our wide receiver coach that was with Keenan Allen in both the the Chargers and the Bears. That's a possibility. Hey, Oregon, I told y'all about Dylan Gabriel. He may not be the tallest dude, but they said, like, mentally, when it comes to reading defenses and breaking it down, he's damn near a genius. They said a lot of teams were impressed with him being able to break down defenses. And you know how
Who's that big prime? Who's the biggest defensive guy that you guys had? I'm forgetting his name.
On Oregon, the
Yeah,
uh
I think
the
he was on our D.
linebacker.
He was either D line or linebacker.
There's a D-line dude too, but I think the linebacker is the main one that they as far as the defense do. I can't remember his name.
Okay. Yeah, I'm drawing a blank too.
I gotta look it up. All right, let me tell you who it is in a minute. Okay, the defensive tackle you talking about is Derek Harmon.
Yeah.
So it is a DT, but there's a defensive end too though. The linebacker I'm talking about is Jeffrey Bossa.
Okay. Yeah, I heard about it, but I was talking about
Exactly. The defensive tackle, 6'4". He ran the 40-yard dash in 4.9.
Mm-hmm.
His rating 87.3. I don't know. He's 330, 6'4", 313.
Yeah.
Okay, Nate Hobbs. Nate Hobbs got two teams. Who's the two teams?
Oh, you guessing? Or you want us to guess?
No, I'm about to tell y'all. I'm listening. Josina Anderson said it. Oh, she must not know the team names. Josina Anderson said there's two teams that Hobbs is narrowed down to. They didn't say no names. I don't know if we're one of them or we just letting them go.
Hey, that would have been a cold piece. She got two teams and the Raiders ain't one of them.
For real.
That'd have been a cold piece. Oh man. Hey Joe. Hey, shout out to Josina, man. She be trying to put it in her work.
Yeah, we waiting. There's been some movement, but not for us. It's a wait and see. But I'm here all day, y'all. I'm not going to work today. I'm covering the Raiders today. It's my second job.
Hey, Loon, I'm gonna go ahead and jump off. I gotta do what I gotta do.
Okay.
I'll catch you on the next one, man.
All right. I appreciate you pulling up, man, for real.
All right, thanks a lot for having me too.
No problem.
Blessings to everybody. Everybody have a great morning. You know what I'm saying? The sun is out. You know what I'm saying? Anytime the sun can touch your face, it's a blessing.
Yes, indeed.
All right. See y'all.
All right. Godwin is off the table. Yes, indeed, man. We're just waiting. Okay, Godwin's contract, what was it? 3 years, $66 million. All right, you guys, hey, if this is your first time here, please subscribe to the channel. Hit that like, man, for real. Shout out to everybody on Instagram, man. You guys are deep over there. I appreciate y'all for real. Yes, indeed, man. We're live and direct. Legal tampering has opened. Raiders have not made moves. We did lose out on Chris Godwin going back to Tampa Bay. Spillane is signing with the New England Patriots. So we're losing him. So we'll see what kind of a game plan we got. I know the mega minds are in the room, and they probably got a game plan. We just don't know what it is yet, but we're gonna see. But we definitely need linebackers, bro. We need linebackers for real. I don't know if you go both with Allen and Cup. I think Lockett might be one of the ones coming, but for depth at wide receiver, and not a starter, but depth, because he's not going to take Jacoby Myers' spot. But Keenan Allen, possibility. Too many connections. Dang, bro. Spillane gone, but he making bread. He making $12.3 million a year. Vrabel, playing a former linebacker himself, coaching New England. They putting that defense together over there. Like I said, they got the low salary because they got a rookie quarterback that's not requiring 50, 60 million per year. That's the beauty of having a rookie quarterback, especially if he pans out for you. That's beautiful because it allows you to take that money you would be giving a veteran and put it in other spots of your roster to even it out. Oh shit, we got the Raiders. I see y'all. Hold on, let me get it. Where my fucking shit at, bro? Damn.
From out of town. There you go.
Yes, indeed. There it is. Let me quit. The gaffler, what it is, man. We just got to get the last deal of these deals. But we did it's not like we didn't do shit. Max Crosby's taken care of. Adam Butler's taken care of. We got Geno Smith, a veteran quarterback, who was the second choice behind Matt Stafford, ranked 12th in the NFL last year and ranked over any other quarterback that we talked about the Raiders should get. You know what I mean? It is what it is. 70% completion percentage, 21 touchdowns, 15 interceptions. It's in this system and mobile. We done seen big highlights of him this past season of him taking the ball and gone. You know what I mean? So he still got wheels, but at 34 years old, shit, let me be 34 again. I can do the same shit. I can run a 4.240 if I was 34 again. And I'm capping. Shit, that's one thing with Hobbs. How healthy can Hobbs be? Why should I pay you full price and you only playing half the season? I'm not knocking Hobbs, but man, Hobbs has he has an injury. He's injury prone. Has he ever had a season where he played all the games? We need durable players that's going to be relied upon. That's why I look at it that way. That's why I kind of think why Michael Mayer is out on trade blocks if that's the case, because I don't dig at nobody who has mental health issues, but it's a mental health issue that is not the first time he has it, because I remember the family came out and said he's dealt with this before. But if you're missing games, this is a business at the end of the day. If you're missing games because of this issue, then if your best ability is your availability, he's not available. It's like an injury. And it's best he go get his help. He gets help to deal with this and not just, you know what I mean, ignore it. Not saying that he's ignoring it, but I'm just saying if this is not the first time he had dealt with this issue, it should be something they should have been monitoring and have somebody dealing with them in his corner. You know what I mean? Not just family, but a physician of some sort to have him lay on the couch and talk his troubles out. I don't knock him for that. I had to go see a psychiatrist when I was younger. You know what I mean? I told you I was a little off. Lunatic ain't just no made up ass name. And there's so many free agents out there. It's not the needle ain't even budged on these few moves that was made. How many of y'all got a Garoppolo Raider jersey? Who got a Garoppolo with cum stains on it? Did I say that shit out loud? See, my filter don't be working. My bad. I take that back. Hey, you two, don't hit me for saying that shit. Bird shit with bird shit on it. Let me say it like that. The other white stuff. So there's not like a lot of moves that's being made that's like, oh, it's more like, to me, a lot of these, let's see what the contracts is. There's some good numbers out there. Some offensive linemen going to Tennessee and so forth like that, but we here though, live and direct, man. So we still haven't heard anything on Najee Harris. We haven't heard anything on Brian Murphy Jr. I expect the Raiders to be negotiating right now with Byron Murphy. And the guy that I mentioned that nobody connected but has the connection with Spytech, safety. So if Mork leaves and Epps ain't coming back, you need a safety. Jordan Whitehead from the Buccaneers. I would love to have him and Byron Murphy. Then our secondary, you have Paulo Mal, you'll have Jordan Whitehead, you have Jacorian Bennett, and Byron Murphy. That's your secondary. Nice young secondary at that. Because between Byron Murphy and Jordan Whitehead, they're both 27 years old. And combined, they have 25 interceptions in their short career. Like I said, they're 27. Short career, they got 25 combined interceptions. And we need turnovers on defense, bruh. You know what I mean? We need interceptions. Not no pass breakups is cool, but if we can really take the ball from another team and put it in our offense hands with the Bowers and Geno Smiths and Jacoby Myers, bruh, and then we draft our running backs and find a number one wide receiver. Can you imagine we get McMillan and we get it could be Neal from Kansas. Neal, we could be those two running backs from Ohio State. It could be a guy later on, somebody, and I know the kind of running back they want is somebody that they don't have to be the fastest. Being fast is cool, but what they look at is breaking tackles. After first contact, do they go down or do they give you extra yardage? Kyle Monangai, running back, Rutgers. This kid right here, go watch his highlight film. He don't go down on the first touch. Oh, he breaks tackles, low center of gravity, very good vision and balance. Like I said, when I did the mock draft, I went and I do research on all the picks I made. And I'm telling you, all these guys that I looked at, I got a solid draft. But Monangai, very surprising. And I done seen somebody do a video saying he's shooting up the draft boards too. And see, if we did do Neal, it wouldn't be Neal by himself. See, that's the beauty. We got to get at least two rookie running backs, bro. But it's so deep. We're going to have a tandem that with Bowers. And say, for instance, we do get a McMillan at 6. And you go get two of those running backs, Neal and I forgot the two dudes at Ohio State, North Carolina, Monangai, like I said, bruh. You can have an offense so deadly that if you do have a defense that can get turnovers and give the ball back to that type of offense, Ain't nobody keeping up with us. I don't care how good your offense is. If we got a secondary that shuts shit down, so what you got to do now is if we get the secondary set like that, linebackers is a must, and you must get linebackers that can cover. Man, if we fucking with Eichenberg, we fucking with him. But I gotta have Campbell from Alabama. I gotta have him. That's why you might entertain the fact of trading back from 6 to get an extra second or third so you can get those guys. Like the running backs, that can be solved in second, third round easy. Can you imagine getting 2 seconds and you swap your first round pick? First round pick, we could still go running back. Like, I wouldn't be mad at Genty if you got him in the teams. I don't know if he'll drop that far. Can you imagine Genty and Neal? Can you imagine Genty and the bigger back of the two from Ohio State? Man, I keep forgetting their name, bruh. I'll get it all in a minute, man. I'm trying to listen to what the hell's going on. Oh, Judkins. That's Judkins. That's him. For real. Bruh. We just need to just run the ball down motherfuckers' throats. We got to have 2 durable, don't go down on first contact type of running backs. Just to keep running it down their throat. What? DJ Reed is going to the Detroit Lions. Kevontae Turpin is going to the Cowboys, wide receiver. And Marcus Davenport, linebackers, re-signing back with Detroit. We got to watch this shit unfold, bro. We here with the business. Shout out to everybody out there, man. Once again, if this is your first time here, please subscribe to the channel. Hit that like. Leave a comment. Share the video. Hit that notification bell if you want to be notified of all the content I release, even breaking news. It's almost time for me to take a piss break. In the meantime, y'all talk amongst yourselves, man. Put out some good info if y'all got it. Put it in the chat. We own it, man. We are live and direct here at the Lunatik Raider Show on Raiders Allegiance, man. So let me go leak the lizard one time and I'll be back. I got me some buzzball. I'm about to be faded. As a matter of fact, I might get my greenery and fire that shit up. It's Raider Nation, y'all, for life. Let's go. I'm back. Oh yeah, it's going down, baby boy. Okay, let me see what y'all been up here, man. 420 every day, man. Hey, Billy Davis, that's right. That's right. You'll get a linebacker. You can get a linebacker in the draft. You can get a linebacker definitely in the draft, bro. Just hopefully it's the right one you select. You know what I mean? Not no Rolando McClains. I choked on my beer. Wink, wink. Ha. The back, Lunatic, what you doing drinking this early? Man, you know I work nights, man. My date, like this time right here, I usually be asleep now, but I got off work early so I can catch me a little bit of shut eye. I slept about, no bullshit. Let me see, 3 hours. I got 3 hours of sleep, but I be lit though. I be on one. I'll sleep later. Like I said, I rest when I die. You feel me? They give you a nice little soul. I ain't gonna be buried. I'm gonna be cremated. Yes, indeed, man. Ain't nothing else jumping off right now, but we are gonna stay live today. I ain't going nowhere. It's almost at that 2-hour mark, and we're gonna still keep this marathon going. The marathon continues. Rest in peace, Nipsey Hussle. Oh, Nipsey Hussle got a new record coming out, new album coming out for those who are into hip hop and West Coast hip hop. New album dropping soon, man. I think in the summer. Oh yeah, that ain't nothing like. Oh, let me quit. Getting cremated ain't a sin. Why they say ashes to ashes and dust to dust? You know, I mean, idiot. You know what I mean? Shit, my close family. I got my dad, my stepmom, and my brother all in the urns on my mantelpiece. My dad told me he want me to sprinkle him like E40 in the click. Want me to sprinkle him, buy some water because you know he used to love fishing. I still haven't done it yet, but I will. I don't believe in that. You know, if you burn your, come on, bro. That we're gonna turn into ash anyway over time. Go back to the earth. Didn't God grab clay and made Adam? Blew breath of life into him. Took a rib and made Eve. Oh yeah, man. I'm waiting for some big news to jump off, man. I'm keeping tabs for y'all. Ain't nothing jumping off, man. You talk about the same Bible that's been tampered by man, that told slaves to obey the slave master regardless of how they treat them. That Bible. The Bible that was converted in the English translation by King James, the same King James that wrote, whose best-selling books were on witchcraft and satanic rituals. That King James. Boy, y'all better do y'all history search. But this ain't no place for politics or religion. I don't like doing that because everybody has their own beliefs, which they're entitled to. You know, I hate the fact when fools be arguing over, not y'all saying y'all fools, but like in the news, you see they really come down to war over religion. Something that's supposed to be peaceful, something that's supposed to help you find yourself and navigate through life. People are killing over. Go figure. No, but King James was the converted into English version. But see, you know the term lost in translation. So what happens when you're translating a language that no longer exists, the original, and put into English, and you don't have a word to translate to that word? What, you just make shit up? Y'all got to think, if I was running a kingdom and I had a book that contradicted the way I rule, why would I introduce that book to the people under me that I rule? To give them ideas of rebellion and you know what I mean? Not saying everything in there wrong, but I know some things has been altered to work in the favor of those who were conquering and ruling in the name of that Bible. In the name of Christianity, all religions of them did it. You know what I mean? But I don't want to talk about that right now on this channel. This is Raider shit. That shit that we could talk. I should start another channel. That's a good conversation though. It's nothing to like hate each other on. It's like maybe you enlighten somebody with some knowledge they didn't know. You know what I mean? That's always good. Regardless of where it comes from, knowledge is knowledge. But they keep using the term Jesus, and the letter J did not exist when all this occurred. And wouldn't you think it's blasphemy to go ahead and change the appearance of Christ to fit what you got, you know what I mean? Like, but like I said, I don't want to talk that here. I don't want to do that because, you know what I mean? That's not what this channel's for. This is a Raider channel. Like I said, I might start putting some good talks, but it's good. It's a healthy conversation though, because I believe in understanding everybody, regardless of where they're from, economics, political, or religious beliefs. You still treat somebody. Just because I don't agree with you, don't mean I can't understand. I can understand where you're coming from, but if I don't agree with you, that is not a knock on you. You know what I mean? Maybe one day I will, or maybe one day you might agree with me. Like I said, there's been a lot of, like I said, I don't want to talk about that shit, man. We talking some Raiders shit. Who the Raiders gonna do? Who the Raiders gonna sign? Let's go. I see teams signing punters. At least we ain't got to worry about a punter or a kicker, right? We ain't got to worry about none of that. We got our kicker and punter. I done been to Catholic, you know what I mean, churches. My stepmom was Catholic. I grew up Pentecostal, and then I also been to a mosque. Murphy, that's what I'm waiting on, bro. I'm hoping Murphy signs with us because that will be a good addition. You already know the development of Jacorian Bennett. I call him Mr. PBU, pass breakups, because that's all, man. What, nobody catching shit on him. And then that's a good development. You get Murphy, 14 career interceptions. That Murphy, 27 years old. That Murphy, 6 foot, 190. That Murphy, shit. Hey, so what if we do sign Murphy? What does that mean? What does that mean about Jack Jones? Sebastian Gonzalez, man, I'm good, man. I'm breathing. You know, as long as I wake up breathing, that's another day I can live. So DJ Reed is going to where? The Lions. The Lions are focused. Because they were so depleted on defense last year. They loading up. They loading up. Six foot 7. could be a possibility too. I'm listening. Ain't nothing happening right now. Hold on. Najee Harris began some goodbyes with the Steelers. So he gone. At what time? Oh, yesterday. We know he ain't. I don't think he coming back. Cause see, the thing is, like I said, the draft is so deep. We're not the only ones that can get running backs. You know what I mean? There's more running backs than we can take. So other teams are gonna go running back too because of the depth. Kansas City, I mean not Kansas City, but Pittsburgh. If Pittsburgh gets, who is Pittsburgh after? Is it Aaron Rodgers? You got DK Metcalf with Pickens. And then you go in the draft and get your running backs. It lowers your salary because now you don't have to give Najee a new contract, and it allows you to draft a rookie that salary is depending on what round, and you can get some good shit in the second round. So there'll be like four-year contracts with no fifth-year option, low salary compared to first round slotted salaries for rookies. Because that money they giving DK, I wonder how much, if they do get Aaron Rodgers, how much money is he gonna get from Pittsburgh? Yeah, Spillane went for the money, bruh. What is it, 3 years, 27? 37, yeah, 37.5. He went for the money, man. That's what you could tell. The ones that signed first, it's the money. It's the money. Yeah, Adam Butler is a good re-signing, man, in our free agency. You know what I mean? Keep him and Christian Wilkins. We'll see how if they rock with Tyree Wilson, or if they stick with somebody else. I would fuck with Shiloh Sanders in the 7th round. I would. I sure would. I like that. I like that kid. He's a hitter. He plays football. Let's just say that. He plays football. You said Myles Garrett signed for the money. Yes, he did. Remember, he wanted to be traded. The only reason why you want to be traded, I think, well, money could be one of it. But if they talking money and they not talking the numbers you talking, most likely 9 times out of 10, it's going to be before you are a free agent, they talk money to you. They could talk money to you while you're a free agent, but shit, if they going to let you get that far and not give you a deal unless you hit the street, then I don't think they really tripping if you do. Andre Cisco. Exactly. But sometimes, though, you get people who it's not just money. It's location. Like, do they want to be close to their family? Then they also, I know it comes into account of which state does not have state income tax. So I can keep a larger portion of my salary. So I'm knowing that's a factor. Other factor could be personnel, the coaches you have. I know if I go over here with them, you know what I mean? Kind of like, same way Pete Carroll went and got Geno Smith. Not only do I bring you over here as the quarterback, you can help teach the system that I want Chip. Well, I know it'll be similar to something he was probably in West Virginia with Chip Kelly. But Chip Kelly going to devise something for his strengths. That's why I said somebody like Geno Smith, who was also mobile, he allows you to open up your playbook. You don't just become one-dimensional and not be able to utilize your mobility as well. So I think, I know Chip Kelly is going to devise something to use both his running ability and his throwing. Like I said, AOC would have been one-dimensional. It would have been no running for AOC. All throwing. But Geno allows you to do a lot of different shit on offense. I should have did some more giveaways while we waiting on this shit. Cam Ward, rumors is Raiders want Cam Ward too. I heard that's the guy that they want to trade up. If they move up to 1, they want Cam Ward. It's all about what does Tennessee do? We talked about that shit too. What does Tennessee do at 1? I think they trade back. Because shit. I'm trying to think what kind of moves would they make. Tennessee, would they go quarterback at number 1? Are they giving up on Levis just after 1 year? That don't make sense to me. I've never known for a quarterback to be given up on after 1 year of being drafted. They at least give him 2 or 3. Shit, they gave what's old boy with Carolina? They gave him 2, and then he started to come on towards the end of this season. So that's another thing got to factor in. Do you give up after 1 year, or do you be like, okay, let's continue to do? He's a first round draft pick. You better develop him, or try with your last try. You know what I mean? You don't just give up after 1 year on a first round pick. You know how valuable a first round pick is? You gonna treat it like it's a 7th? No, we'll just cut him. Cause ain't nobody gonna trade for him if you giving up on him because you think he ain't gonna amount to shit. Ain't nobody else gonna trade for him. That's like somebody trading with us to get Jamarcus Russell. Not gonna happen. Shit. Oh, they got a personal trainer for him? Well, they gonna rock with him. So that means an Abdul Carter, defensive end, if they stay there at 1, could go number 1, which they got him ranked. See, here's another thing I'm gonna question you guys about. If Abdul Carter is the best player in this draft, right? You just got Max Crosby back. You got Adam Butler to add to Christian Wilkins. Would you trade up for Abdul Carter? Raiders? Would you? That's the best overall player in the draft, right? Abdul Carter. Would you draft him? Would you trade up to get it up? Could that be a focal point? I know we're saying quarterback in the draft you will move up and get for our team on offense, but on the defensive side of the ball, wouldn't a good pass rusher be the equivalent? Especially if that finishes the build of your line. So you would have Abdul Carter, Adam Butler, Christian Wilkins, Max Crosby. Would that 4 be enough to give pressure on a Mahomes or any other quarterback in this league? And we can drop back. That's why we need linebackers that can cover. That's the big thing, that we need linebackers who can cover. How is Spillane in coverage? Let me see. That's a question. That might be why they not tripping on letting them go. As far as the type of defense they're trying to build. Hold on, let me see. Let me see. Hold on, I gotta let me see what this update is. Damn, how many of y'all got Robert Spillane jerseys? Let me quit. How many Robert Spillane jerseys y'all got? Yeah, he did improve on it, but how much of a coverage linebacker is the Raiders looking for? That's the key. What type of are we going with the same defense, or are we trying to do something a little bit different? And different as far as different types of personnel to make it work. I think obviously we keep hearing Byron Murphy Jr. He is not Jack Jones. And I'm not saying like Jack Jones is better than him. I'm saying he's not Jack Jones as far as biting on pump fakes. I'm just saying. And then I'm trying to think. So you bring Butler back. That made perfect sense. Christian's gonna be in the mix again. Max Crosby is taken care of. Do they have faith in Tyree Wilson? Do they try to develop Tyree Wilson? Because this is his third year, but for him, it's really his second. Because he was not 100% his rookie year. That's what the doctor who performed the surgery said. That kind of surgery, it's gonna take a year for you to get to 80%. That's what he said. Just to get to 80%, it's gonna take a year. That's why I don't count his first year. Last year, I counted his rookie year. This year, year 2, is where you're supposed to make that turnaround. This is what I grade Tyree Wilson on. This is his year 2. All right, Zach Bond, the linebacker from Philadelphia, is re-signing with Philadelphia. So that's a linebacker that ain't going nowhere. See how this shit go, man. It's not gonna go quick like everybody thought. You don't just say, "Oh, we'll give you $100 million." No, we gonna like, okay, what are you asking for? We gotta get everything in line. Well, we can give you this much in guaranteed. We can do this in a signing bonus. We can add these many years. It's all negotiation. And especially if you got one agent as a player and 5 teams that want to sign you, he has to answer the calls of all 5 of them dudes. Yeah, man, we interested in signing your client. What are you offering? And you got to write it down. Okay, I'll run it past him. You pick up the phone, next team. What you guys offering? Okay, jot it down. I'll pass it to him. Then you got to keep going back and forth. And you might, as an agent, be using some of these teams against each other to work in your benefit. You'd be like, well, I'm telling this team offered me X amount, knowing they not. You know what I mean? And I'm telling this team that team offered me X amount of years, and they not. You know what I mean? It's crazy. I think the people that signed already were people who already knew where they wanted to go. That's why it's so easy to agree on this shit, knowing there's got to be negotiations. You ain't just going to automatically come out with the terms of a contract and you agree on all of them. Like, I just put something together and how you think about this? Oh, I love it. No, the agent ain't doing. He going over everything with a tooth and comb. He checking everything. No, we don't want this in here. We don't want this in here. We need to amend this. So Everybody that signed early now, they already knew where the fuck they were wanted to go. So that just lets you know, yes, they were talking to these players before legal tampering opened. They had an idea and knew what that team was offering. All they gotta do is tell a player to tell a player. That's not tampering. The teams can't negotiate contracts with the players. Nobody said nothing about the players recruiting. Look, my team said that they'll give you X amount of dollars in this many years and this much guaranteed. Tell them I'm with it. I go back and tell him, hey, he said he's with it. Done deal. We'll announce it on Monday. Bam. Come on, it's too much stuff in a fucking contract to have it done in. Legal tampering just opened at 9. It ain't gonna take no fucking hour. It's gonna take more than an hour, bruh. You know how these contracts are? How much money is attached to bonuses and signing bonuses and roster bonuses, you know what I mean? And then hitting certain stats at your position. If you're a running back, if you get 1,000 yards, you get this bonus. If you get 1,200, you get this bonus. If you score 10 touchdowns, you get this much. If you make the Pro Bowl, just like our 3rd round pick that we got from the Jets could have been a 2nd round pick if Devontae Adams made it to the AFC Championship or the Super Bowl or made first or second team All-Pro. It would have jumped to a 2. So there's speculation. There's contracts on trading draft picks and players. There's contracts. You got to negotiate what I'm gonna give up for them and how much of the money am I gonna cover. They got to negotiate that shit. So I'm knowing. We waiting on this shit, y'all. Shout out to y'all, man. Oh, he stripped him from a TD. Trayvon Moore is going to the Carolina Panthers. Morig is going to and he's making a lot of money. I told you, it's all about the money. So he's looking at about $17 million a year. $17 million a year is what Trayvon Morig is getting. Is it Trayvon? Trayvon Merrick, $17 million a year from the Panthers. 3 for $51 million. 3 years, $51 million. Yeah, we're not giving him, $17 million a year? You think Trayvon Morig is worth $17 million a year? All right, if he gone, come on, Jordan Whitehead. I'm trying to keep up to date with y'all, man. 3 years. You said how many interceptions? Exactly. Let me get to that. Let me see. Trayvon Morig, Wikipedia. Trayvon Morig, Raiders, Wikipedia. Let's see, career interception for Morig. Let me see. Career interceptions. He has career interceptions 6. Morig got 6 interceptions in his career. So in 4 years, he has 6 interceptions, bruh. 6 interceptions in 4 years. And we're looking at, like I told you, Jordan Whitehead of the Buccaneers. How much? Let me see. How old is he? 25. Morrig is 25. Whitehead is 27. Whitehead has 11 interceptions in his career. This is crazy. For 6 interceptions, he got $17 million a year. They said there was teams that was after him. They said there was teams after Morrig, and Morrig is gone. So, but don't forget, y'all, hey, depending on what we get in return from what we're losing, we lost Spillane, we lost Morrig. Compensatory picks next year. That's 2 possible, but it all depends on how many of those caliber of players do we bring in. Ooh. 17 million per year though for Morrig. We can focus on. Hey, do you bring Epps? Do anybody think about bringing Epps back? Epps was the general of that secondary, being able to put people in position. Trey Taylor and Chris Smith is on the team still. Cam Bynum, Javon Holland. Them as options. Damn, 17. He's gone. Fuck no. I wouldn't trip off of this shit. Safety, we got options at safety. We got 2 youngsters but we still waiting on what Trey Taylor, because he was hurt, right? The one out of Air Force. Curious about him. You can also go in the draft. There's a couple of guys in the draft. There's a guy named Craig Woodson from Cal Berkeley. Solid safety. Craig Woodson from Cal Berkeley is somebody you can probably get later too. He ain't gonna go early, but I mean, his stock is going up because of what he ran at the combine. Let me see what his 40 time was. What was Craig Woodson's safety from Cal's 40-yard dash? Let me see. He ran a 4.45. Let me see if at the combine. Craig Woodson's 40 time at the combine. Yeah, he ran a 4.45 40. 6 foot. He's a 6 foot safety from Cal. The boy is a hawk. He's a hawk. For real, he's a hawk. That boy be on they ass. But his 40 time boosted his stock. Yeah, Epps is a possibility of coming back, Billy. For real. I thought about that too, though. Because he was solid until he got hurt. Now the money is gonna be a whole another question. But I don't think you're gonna give him anywhere near 17 per. Not like Morrig. You're not giving Epps 17 per. Yeah, if we bring back Kuntz, that'll be solid. I like what's his name? What Rob Leonard brings to the team with dealing with the defensive line. He shows like he can develop players. So Trayvon Morg's deal is 3 years for 51, but could be worth up to 60 million. See what I told you? There's different bonuses and shit you can hit. You got to negotiate that shit. That's why I'm knowing these players that's signing these big deals already knew where they were going. It just had to be announced today. They knew where they was going. too much intricate information to how much of this bonus, what can it be up to, how much is guaranteed, how many years, you know what I mean? What is going to be my role with the team? You got, man, your agent got and got to run it by you when he hear, okay, this is what they're offering. He can't make the decision outright. He got to go back and tell the client. Then the client tells him, see if you can get this. And he goes and tries to see if he can get it. And then feeding his client information, I think you should go with this offer here. But if these guys already knew what the fuck where they was going, these deals are already, come on, the full details of a contract is already done. And we're getting the numbers on it, and this contract ain't been signed yet, but we're getting the numbers on it. Let you know the numbers were already there before today. Shout out to everybody out there, man. Shout out to everybody on Instagram. I appreciate it, man. Please subscribe to the channel. Hit that like. Once we hit 3,000 subs, we are giving away a TV to one lucky subscriber. Yes, indeed. Compliments of Raiders Allegiance. I feel good right now. I'm about to crack open this buzzball. Damn, Morik, 3 years, 51 million, and could be worth up to 60. That means it could be about 20 million a year on incentives. Y'all want to give Morik up to 20 million a year? Not I, said the spider to the fly. Oh, here go my water right here. I'll be right back, y'all. More news to come. Enjoy yourselves in the chat. I'll be right back. 2 minutes. Hey, Trayvon, let me hold something, brother. Let me hold something. Boy, hey, come on, bruh. 3 years, 51 million. Hey, bro, let me hold something, bro. Let me get that one at the end of that 50. Let me get that 1 mil. Shit, help the needy. Don't be greedy. Trayvon Morik, 3 years, 51 million with a possible 60 mil increase. 20 million a year he could be making this year. Carolina Panthers? Where's Trayvon from? See, sometimes these motherfuckers want to go home. It might not be, though. Trayvon Morik. Now, I want to know where Aaron Rodgers end up at. The truth. Salute to you. Roland, what's the deal, man? Salute. Robert Pena. Fear Raider. Yeah, Telesco, everybody want to give him props on the draft, okay? I give him props on the first 3 rounds. I give him props on that. But see, Bowers is a no-brainer. It fell right in your lap. You should have taken him. I was surprised he got that far because I thought the Jets would take him. JPJ, wonderful selection. DJ Glaze showed more than what a lot of other people expected out of him, but you must have known because you took him in the 3rd round. Everybody else, so out of 7 rounds, We patting him on the back for 3 out of 7. And we're still waiting on returns from everyone else. Eichenberg, the corner, Trey Taylor, safety, Laube. Come on, Laube. He ain't showed us nothing. Fumble, turns the ball over. Can they fix it? Possibility. Because it's the same thing that happened with Genty. See, a lot of people love Genty, but they don't want to recall the 4 or 5 fumbles he had in the first 3-4 games? Yeah, Genty fumbled, had a fumble issue, but they found a way to correct it because later through the rest of the season, no fumbles. But at the beginning of the season, first 3 games, first 4 games, about 4 or 5 interceptions. I think the first game of the season he had 2, not interceptions, fumbles. He had 2 fumbles alone in the first game of the season. Then follow it up with 1 fumble. Hold on, let me look up Ashton Genty's. God dang it. I'll tell you how many fumbles. Ashton Genty, running back in NFL draft. I should have said Wikipedia. I don't know why I said that shit. Hold on real quick. Ashton Genty. Did that give me the right one? Oh, that gave me the wrong shit. That's not who I wanted. Sam Darnold is what? Sam Darnold going to Seattle. Sam Darnold is going to the Seattle Seahawks. Minnesota got to go with JJ McCarthy. And Aaron Rodgers is still unemployed. This Sam Darnold, 3 years, $110.5 million, $55 million guaranteed. $110 million, $55 million guaranteed, 3 years. So about $33.5 million a year is what Sam Darnold getting. It wasn't 40. So what does Geno Smith get? If we give him I don't know about the extension with Geno though, y'all. So yes, Sam Darnold is going to the Seattle Seahawks. Damn. 33 million. That's not as bad as he would have kept, but I don't think we was going after Sam Darnold. Like I said, Sam Darnold is ranked last year behind Geno Smith. Right behind. Geno Smith was ranked 12th in the league last year. Darnold was 13th. That's why I said getting Geno made sense. Matthew Stafford is at 8. We couldn't get him. So the next guy, the number 2 guy, was Geno Smith at 12. I think Sam Darnold would have been 3rd. Sam Darnold possibly could have, but I don't think we even knew Geno was going to be available. That's the thing. Geno came out of nowhere. But you would know if anybody had inside scoop, it would be Pete Carroll. He didn't talk to them guys. They probably told him, Geno in front office ain't seeing head to head. Look like they could go. He could be up for trade, or I don't think they'll release him. But then they could release him because he only has 1 year left. Oh, Sam Darnold, boy, Seattle Seahawks, here they go with no Metcalf and Lockett. Good luck throwing to your shadow. If y'all saying Sam Darnold is getting taxed, no, he's not, because Washington don't have state income taxes either. Washington, Nevada, Texas, Florida. I want to say Montana, but I'm not. Let me see what states don't have. Which states don't have state income tax? So the state, Alaska, Florida, New Hampshire, Nevada, South Dakota, Tennessee, Texas, Washington. See, you know what? With all those states that don't have state income tax, if I was a league owner, guess what I would do? I would only put teams in states that don't have state income taxes. How much money do you think the NFL would make then? Because right now, even though the state income tax only applies to when you're playing here in Nevada or any other state that does not have it. But when you travel to states such as California, who max tax rate, depending on your bracket you're in, is over 12%. So 12% of what you make is state income tax. Feds is everywhere. So you can't get away from feds anyway. Feds is in every state. But only... There's what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 states have no state income tax. Well, I agree with you on lobby. I don't believe in giving up on a player after 1 year. That's why I made fun of Tennessee. Like, you giving up rid of Levis after 1 year, but somebody said they got him a personal trainer, so they're trying to develop him. Lobby, you don't give up after, you know what I mean? The first, he had a couple of fumbles. Yes, he did, but he did have a big kickoff return that he had also. So he shows that he can at least give you something in the special teams of it. Like I said, there's 3 phases of the game: offense, defense, and special teams. And Lobby could be a good special team dude and work his way to try to get carries in the backfield if that's what the plan is for him. But I wouldn't quit on Lobby. It's too soon. He don't get that many reps. In order to develop talent, you must give them the reps to develop. And Lobby don't have the reps. You know what I mean? And a couple of reps that he had didn't go so well. So you just got to keep working on it. I mean, he's under contract for 4 years. Might as well try to get something. You don't waste draft picks. I don't care what round it is. I don't just spend a draft pick just to be spending it. I'm getting something that I think is going to either help the team or I can develop him into something to help the team. Hold on, let me check on the news. Yeah, so Seattle got their quarterback. At third, wait a minute, hold on. So they actually got Darnold cheaper than what they were trying to get Geno Smith with. Wasn't they trying? Geno Smith was trying to get was it 47? 47 per year? But Darnold got 33? Shit, you might get lucky and get Geno Smith for 35 mil a year, bro. 35 mil might get you just that's be. I mean, I know you're gonna probably squeeze 40, but they got guidelines. Hey, when people sign, everybody go by that quarterback contract. Darnold's getting 33. Guess what? You're getting 35. Argue it. Just like with Max Crosby signed his contract. That set the standard for what Myles Garrett got. What Kendrickson could get. You know what I mean? It's crazy. Damn. So it might, them signing Darnold to that number could be beneficial to the Raiders by like, bruh, Darnold's in a state with no state income tax too, so don't say we got to factor it in. You know what I mean? To even it out, it's the same shit. He getting 33, shit, we're going to give you 35. Boy, I'll take Geno at 35. It beats 40 or plus, 40 plus. Damn, Darnold, hey, he makes sure he try to, what was it, 3 years? So he will be in Seattle for 3 years. Was it? No, did I see that with Sam Darnold? I think it was. Yeah, 3 years, 110 million. Oh, that's good shit. That helps us. Because if we plan on giving, like, I say with Geno, we give him two with a third-year option. There might not be no option. You might be able to do a dummy year, stretch out the money, which would probably be non-guaranteed in year 3. So you can cut them after 2 years and not own, you know what I mean? Not no have no guaranteed money to them. So you could do Geno on a 3-year deal, 3rd year dummy year with non-guaranteed money, like how Max Crosby contract was with no, but we gave him guaranteed with the new extension. So you could do the same thing with Geno. Give him the 2 years. If you draft Shador or Cam Ward, he could sit behind. I'd be fine with him sitting behind them for 2 years. Behind Geno Smith, and Geno Smith is known to help young quarterbacks and has no problem. Even Deion Sanders said, "Hey, I would like Shador behind Geno Smith because Geno Smith will definitely help my son develop." So I don't think Deion would even trip with his son sitting behind Geno. Perfect situation. If the parent and the player ain't tripping because he wants to be the best, then rock with it. We need some Raider news, though. We need some Raider news. Nah, like I said in the rankings last year, Geno was ranked 12th and Sam Darnold was ranked 13th. So definitely, factual, numerically, he's not better than Geno. Geno better stats. And Geno was ranked above every other quarterback that we talked about getting. Aaron Rodgers, Wilson, Fields, even Cousins, Darnold, and definitely AOC and Gerber's way down at the bottom of the list as far as rankings go. So it made sense that Matt Stafford is ranked 8th. So you would go after number 8 if he was available. He chose to stay with the Rams. So what's our second best that's available? Geno Smith. Second best ranked quarterback who was not with a team that was up for trade. So it made perfect sense. No, I don't think he's more coupon Tom. Like I said, every signing that happened today was, I told you, pretty much they knew where they were going before today even happened. They already knew what they were going. And notice, look at the big money involved. They're going for the teams that gave them the most money. Where was Darnold going to get $110 million from? I'll wait. Where was Trayvon Moore going to get 17, possibly $20 million a year from? We weren't going to give him $20 million a year. Trayvon Moore, $20 million? 6 interceptions over 4 years? That Trayvon. Shit. Like the cops used to say it in The Wire. Shit. Shit. Yeah, these players knew where they were going before today even got here, bruh. That's why, if you notice, and I'm still going to put this name out there, possibility, Byron Murphy Jr. has not signed with anybody yet. And that's not a coupon Tom. It might be because he's working out deals in a contract. He didn't accept nobody's offer before today, like everybody else did. He's actually working the phones and trying to figure. He probably got too low. A lot of these players got where they know where they want to go. And if those both of those teams show interest, he'll use them against each other. I'm gonna leverage. Yeah, I'm gonna use leverage. I'm gonna make you think this team wants me more than you do. And if you really want me, you gonna do something. So it's a game. It's all about money, bro. You can't knock it. It's they hustle. It's their livelihood. Yeah, I'm waiting. Byron Murphy, I'm predicting Byron Murphy. Morig is gone. I ain't gonna say guaranteed. And fucking Jordan Whitehead. Watch what I tell you. Jordan Whitehead and Murphy Jr. being the new guys in the secondary. Yes, indeed. Ooh. I'm off that buzzball, boy. That motherfucker sweet as a motherfucker. Yes, they could be signed before today started. Where P. Ryan? I don't think we do not trade for no running backs. I'm up here listening to these cats on here. You don't trade for no running back, bruh. Why give up a draft pick for an older running back when I can give up a draft pick for a brand new shiny one in the draft? That's stupid. That's stupid. You ain't gonna go fucking trade with no running back, bruh. Not with this draft. Larry Ogunjobi, defensive tackle from Pittsburgh, has been released. But we already got Adam Butler. We need depth. We got some depth at defensive tackle, you think about it. And you got players that you can move around to, so you can bring Tyree inside. So Kuntz is still out there. Byron Murphy Jr. is still out there. Jordan Whitehead is still out there. Eric Allen. Shout out to Eric Allen, man, making the Hall of Fame. Keenan Allen is still out there. Tyler Lockett is still out there. Hayward Bay is still out there. No, I'm fucking with y'all. Darius Hayward Bay is still out there. Still trying to catch a job. Nate Hobbs, if they bring Nate Hobbs back for a certain price, if they ever discuss it, it could be done. But there's another thing y'all got to factor. Sometimes teams let players go out there and check and see what the value of him is by what the offers look like. What are they offering him? Is that a price that we're willing to match? You know what I mean? So you got to figure that in. Shout out to Aaron Gardner. Salute to you. Yeah, Henry Ruggs, we can get him out the halfway house. He just got to make it back before the street light come on, and can't play on weekends. To where? Justin Fields reached an agreement. $30 million guaranteed. I forgot how much, but he ain't said the team. Is it the Jets? So Justin Fields looked like he might be headed to the Jets. Hold on. Yeah, the Jets. Justin Fields is the Jets' new quarterback. 2-year, $40 million, $30 million guaranteed contract. That's cheap as shit. Justin Fields at $20 million and Darnold at $33. We're gonna get a good deal from Geno Smith, y'all. Just the way the market look. And Geno Smith is better than those guys. So we'll see what the money look like though. That man, oh boy, you might get Geno Smith on a discount. Ugh. 30 million. Well, you gonna say he's better than Sam Darnold, and Sam Darnold better than Fields. So that means it would be Geno Smith could get about, like I told you, 35. Shit, we beating everybody. 35 million a year. What you say? What say you? 35 mil. Salute. That's gonna work out in our favor. Cause wasn't The money we're getting hit for right now is 31 mil 1 year, but that comes off Wednesday. That's not on our books after Wednesday get here. It's just that's the way that shit is work because the league year officially opens on Wednesday, which is cheaper than what the Seattle Seahawks would have been on the hook for. If they wouldn't have been able to trade him, they would have had to be responsible for 46 million. 46. So they trade him to us. They take on that 31 is hitting them. That saved them 15 million. Think about it. Was it 50? How about I say 30? Oh, no. Yeah, 30. I said 31, right? 31, 46. Yeah, that's 15 million. So they 715. So of course I take you taking them and I'll be responsible for 31 book wise rather than us being responsible for 46. It opens your and it's just for 1 year. So then the rest of that shit come off of their books after this year. That 31 just falls off. So it makes sense for Seattle. Okay. Yeah, I heard Aaron Rodgers going to the Steelers. Sam Darnold to the Seahawks. Now Justin Fields to the Jets. I think Rodgers is going to go to the not Seahawks but Steelers. Bingo. I want Campbell so bad, bro, because his measurables is dope, but he got speed and he can. His specialty is covering, not just tight ends, but running backs coming out the backfield too. He's good at covering. He got speed. Matter of fact, what was Jihad Campbell's 40 time? Hold on. What was Jihad Campbell's 40 time at the combine? What is Jihad Campbell's 40 time? Jihad Campbell, linebacker, 6'4", 240, I think it is, ran a 4.5 240. 4.5, 6'4", 240. That's solid. Coverage is a strength. So I would take Jihad. Now, what do we do else at linebacker though? Are you satisfied with Eckenberg? What about do you keep Divine Diablo? Divine is when you know what I mean. When he's in there, there's something I don't think they move on from him. And I would say a free agent linebacker as well. There's got to be a free agent linebacker. Because I remember one year we went out and signed like 3 of them. Oh, and don't count out undrafteds. As deep as this draft is, there will be undrafteds that will make the roster. Not just the practice squad, but the 53-man. 2 or 3 of them was going to make it. I promise you. I promise you. I promise you. Undrafteds, keep your eye on that after the draft in April next month. Because there's going to be some good talent getting pushed out of the draft that has to sign on as undrafteds. We just got to keep our radar on the ones that's worth it. Hell, Spillane was an undrafted. Now look at him. He going to go get breaded with New England. All right, so we're going to see. Shout out to everybody once again on Instagram, man. I salute y'all. Thank y'all for being here. We are covering free agency tampering window is open. We are covering it. Raiders have not made any moves now, but they have lost former players to free agency, such as Trayvon Moehrig, going to go get $17 million up to $20 million per year with the Carolina Panthers, and Spillane going on to New England Patriots, which makes sense because of Vrabel of being a former linebacker, and you can tell they're going defense. They got their quarterback. They probably go in the draft, and they possibly could get with their pick if he comes to them. Travis Hunter at wide receiver, since you know, the Heisman Trophy winner, or they possibly can go after McMillan. Give weapons to Drake May on the offensive side and go plug holes on free agency. So that's what it looks like they're doing. Fuck the Patriots. Fuck them. But yeah, man, that's what's going on right now. Ain't really nothing happening with the Raiders. But we here for it. We here for it. We've been on since 9 o'clock. We're going on the third hour. The third hour, y'all. We're going on the third hour. Like I said, I'm gonna be here. Oh, I'm gonna be here. That y'all, man, subscribe and like this shit, bruh. I does this shit, man. We does this. Why I say does and not do? Because it's already been done. Past tense and present. Do is current. I does this because it's already done. I does it. I does it. They say, man, your English is horrible. Bro, I know improper English from correct vernacular to use amongst the masses. Don't let the criminal record fool you. Who going to the Bears? I need that Byron Murphy, the Raiders. I need that shit to hit. I'm gonna go to the casino and put $100 on Byron Murphy to the Raiders. Let's see if I hit. Damn, I just dropped the earpiece out my ear. Hold on. Let me find this other earbud I just dropped. It didn't go far though. Oh, there it is. This motherfucker down here on the floor. God dang it. Hey, you ever drop some shit and be like, where the fuck did it go? That's my ass right now. You ever drop some shit on the... Oh, man, I hope my chair ain't running over the motherfucker. Good Lord. I'll look for it later. Yeah, Fields went to the Jets. 20 mil per year. Okay. Yeah, man. With Raiders and a lot of other teams. Slow motion. Ain't really a lot of main movement going on. There's some. And as much as people was trying to connect Godwin, I don't know if we were even after Godwin. Like I said, just because these guys played for these guys that came, like for instance, Spytek came from Tampa Bay, you would automatically assume guys from Tampa Bay might want to come play for Spytek. But whoever said Spytek even signed off on the players that's going to be free agents. Maybe that was some of the, he knew is some of the mistakes that was made or didn't want to give him that money. So maybe these are guys that they don't want. We assume that we wanted Godwin. How do we know? We're just doing the connection, but we don't know if there was really a connection. You dig? Okay, let me see. So Byron Murphy ain't been mentioned. Whitehead ain't been mentioned. We ain't heard shit from Nate Hobbs going elsewhere. Even though I heard Josina Anderson said there's 2 teams in on Nate Hobbs, but she didn't mention who. She just said 2 teams. Najee Harris is still out there. This is crazy. A lot of teams ain't made moves. It ain't just us. I don't think you just jump. You starting to see these contracts come out and you start listening like, you know what I mean? I think sometimes teams, the smart teams, they look at all the smart teams that's known for drafting. How many moves did Baltimore make today? They're good for drafting, right? How many moves did Philadelphia make today? They good in the draft, right? Tampa Bay did exactly what we did. Keep their own. Kept Godwin. A lot of teams kept their main ones. Just like we kept Max Crosby, we kept Adam Butler, Brady and Geno. We got started early. That's right. Things just opened up for us before today started. Like the Geno shit came out of nowhere. We all wanted Adam Butler back, but we didn't know if he was gonna come back. He came back. Everybody was shit not that long ago. Everybody was wondering what the fuck Max Crosby was gonna do. He's hinting like he's gonna ask to be traded. You start hearing all these other teams. This is what we should give up. Matter of fact, Seattle tried to get Max Crosby. They tried to give us DK Metcalf and Geno Smith for Max Crosby. Raiders said nope. So you kept your own in Max Crosby. We thought he was gonna be up out of here. He could be, and he didn't. He's here until for 5 years? He got 5 years left with us. 2029. So we locked him in. And nobody expected that to happen. We didn't know what was gonna happen. Everybody was trying to second guess what he was saying in this podcast. Well, you heard Max Crosby said, fuck bowl haircuts. They're like, oh, he must have been talking about Mark Davis. Now let me quit. Yes, sir. There's a lot of linebackers left too. I don't know where my other motherfucking earbud went. Ah, shit. Damn, y'all. Well, I guess we just sitting here waiting. Shit, what I might do. She's going on 12. I might shut it down and come back tonight. Hopefully we'll get some more news tonight. Somebody said Schlesinger and I said Jahad Campbell. Linebackers draft. Damn, it's gonna be interesting. All right, y'all, man. I'm gonna jump my ass off here. It's 12 o'clock. I'll say around. I'll come back tonight, or I might even go on somebody else's shit. But we'll see. We'll see. So I'm gonna shut this down, y'all. Like, ain't really no movement. We've been on here since 9 this morning. 3 hours. We're going for 3 hours right now. Because we're almost 12 o'clock. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna shut this down. Hit the notification bell so y'all know when I'm back on, man. If some news drop, I'm coming right back. So with that being said, man, I'm gonna go here fix me something to eat neat. You know what I mean? Go eat something and drink something. And I'll see y'all tonight, man. So with that being said, man, thank y'all for pulling up. I'm Lunatik Raider. Y'all been watching the Lunatik Raider Show right here on Raiders Allegiance, man. Please subscribe, like, and share this channel. Hit the notification bell so you can be notified of all the content I release, even breaking news. So with that being said, man, I'm Lunatik Raider. And like I always say about this time, I'm out this bitch. Ha ha!